Now there is one more thing I need to do for our backboard that's outside of the motion editor. So let's close our motion editor down for the moment, and let's take a look at the animation. As we've seen before, each one of the presets has a certain number of frames that it's working with, and those frames have automatically been added to both of the areas where we've used the preset. But, of course, if I move my playhead beyond that point, we can see that our backboard disappears. Now, this is kind of a common problem when you're working with tweens. You kind of want an animation for something coming in, but then you want it to just stay there. Now, if you just try to insert frames at this point on either layer, you're just going to extend the tween that's already there. So let me show you a technique that you can use to create a second frame span that doesn't move, or a static frame span. Now, every frame span starts with a keyframe, and I'm going to put one right out here. But just so we don't mess up the motion tween that's already here, I'm going to go to my Insert menu, and I'm going to insert a blank keyframe instead of a keyframe. That way we won't simply extend the motion tween. We'll create a new keyframe after it. Now it is blank, I've got nothing in that keyframe, and I'm going to want to put the artwork there that was at the end of the animation. So what I'm going to do is back up one frame, and I want to select that artwork that we have. In this case I've got the rim. I'm just going to copy it. Use your normal Control or Command C. Then we'll move over to our new blank keyframe, and I'll choose Paste in Place. Now since we didn't copy the motion or the keyframes, all we did was a normal copy. All we got was the artwork that was sitting in the old keyframes. But nicely enough, it's the artwork, the rim, at the same location that it ends in our animation. Now that we've got a normal keyframe sitting out here, I can just move out on the timeline and press F5 to extend frames like I normally would. And now instead of extending my motion tween, I'm extending my static frame span. Now let's do that for the backboard as well. I'll first put the playhead at the end of the animation. We'll select the backboard and copy it. Then we'll just make a new blank keyframe at the end of my motion tween. I can use Insert Timeline and Blank Keyframe. We'll use Paste in Place to put our backboard right back in the spot. And then we can extend that layer by pressing F5 and add more frames to it as well.